Hello and welcome to Our City News. An Ashburnham woman was injured in an accident. City councilors are speaking up about the conditions of our roads. And spring has finally set in as the trees begin to bloom. Forecasters are saying we might even hit 80 degrees today. I'm Stephanie Allison and you're watching Our City News.
And now, the latest news, sports, and weather with Stephanie Allison and the entire Our City News team.
An Ashburnham woman was injured after being struck by a tractor-trailer truck. The incident occurred on Ringe Road yesterday, just outside of Fitchburg. The 60-year-old was transported by Ashby Fire Department. Her condition was not available. It's unclear how this accident happened, although it does appear the victim might have been walking outside her vehicle when the impact occurred. Even as new traffic improvements are changing the way we drive here in Fitchburg, not everyone is happy with how much it'll all cost the taxpayers. People want to know why more is not being done to smooth the ride on our city's aging streets. With the cost of raw materials on sharp rise, city councilors are looking for ways to curb the cost of fixing the streets that are in badly need of repair. Despite falling oil prices, the cost of paving with asphalt continues to rise across the U.S. Some areas around the U.S. have seen costs as high as $1 to $2 million per mile of road. Despite falling oil prices, the cost per ton of asphalt continues to rise. DPW Commissioner Lenny Laxo was quoted saying it would take more than $75 million to repair all of the streets in need. City Hall has also had a rough ride when it comes to just fixing the potholes. Over $200,000 is spent every year just patching and filling the streets. Much of this damage comes from the winter weather and increased traffic. Fitchburg also received $1.1 million of this year's Massachusetts Chapter 90 funding that will go towards repaving some of the worst streets. These funds, however, only cover the cost of very small portions of the much bigger picture. What is clear is that Fitchburg faces a huge challenge in raising the funds to bring the needed repairs to our streets. Debt inclusions, override, and the surplus of money from last year are some of the things being considered to solve the problems. Councilor Marcus DiNatale feels that taxpayers should be given a chance to have a say in the matter. Some road work in the city continues. State MassWorks grant funds has allowed work on River Street at the roundabout at the intersections of River, Main, and Chestnut Streets. This comes along with the housing being developed at the former yarn mill right on Sheldon Street. On South Street, the Safe Routes to School program is seeing new sidewalks being installed on both sides of the street, making the area much safer for students. The high traffic volume and lack of sidewalks in some sections near the school created a dangerous commute. The new construction will mean improvement in crosswalks, traffic lights, and handicapped accessible walkways. It will also improve the sidewalks that currently exist across the street from the school and will add sidewalks where they are currently missing. Construction of a new rotary will also begin sometime this spring on Electric Ave and Rollstone Road. This new roundabout will come with the development of a new store for the Cumberland Farms, located in the same area. The improvements have been partially funded by the long-term development fees.
I am George Meridinian, and welcome to another edition of Chess Chat.
Having a vegetable garden is not an option for many who live in the city. Living in an apartment or condo leaves little to no space to grow your own food. This is where the Growing Places organization helps out local residents. Kelly Johnson spent Earth Day working with the volunteers at the family gardens behind the sundial and has the story.
Good day, Fitchburg. Kelly Johnson reporting from FATV's Our City News. Here I am today, Earth Day, with Growing Places and New View Communities. We are at the Sundial Community Garden located on Elm Street, and today we are doing garden activities. Here to talk with us is Erica Wood from Growing Places and Meredith Garrity from New View Communities. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
What are we doing today?
So today we are celebrating Earth Day. Growing Places and New View Communities have come together along with some residences of Fitchburg to plan this awesome event. We have an herb spiral build going on. We are painting in terracotta pots and planting seeds. We have food and music and just a lot of fun activities going on here right now.
So Meredith, what was the point of bringing this today? What can we look forward to from New View and Growing Places?
Great. Well, this is the kickoff event to our Neighbor Up Saturday summer. And this summer, we really want to bring residents together to strengthen the neighborhood. We want to involve people in gardening. We want to bring neighbors together. And we want to celebrate the neighborhood where we live. So there's a couple things that we're kicking off. The first thing, and I'll let Erica talk a little bit more about it, is a garden box competition. And the second thing we're kicking off is a series of events called Neighbor Up Saturdays. Today's the first Neighbor Up Saturday. The next one will be May 13th, where we'll be doing a giant community cleanup. Then after that, on June 10th, we'll have a music festival. And so I'm going to let Erica talk about our garden box competition.
Thank you very much, Meredith. Here today, we are leading up to a garden box competition. New View Communities and Growing Places sent a group of volunteers and local community members to a conference in Ohio, where together we took workshops and learned what we wanted to bring back to our community to really enhance what you see around Fitchburg. Erica, please talk about what we're looking forward to with this garden box competition.
Sure. So we're really excited about the garden box competition. It's going to help beautify Fitchburg. We're going to get people out and meeting their neighbors and engaged in the community. The garden box competition itself is going to be completely free of charge. We'll be providing people with containers, soil, transplants, garden support all summer, and then at the end of the summer we'll be awarding prizes based on local judges' decisions on a variety of categories around gardening.
Sounds very exciting, and I thank you for your time. We're going to be right back. We've got more to come from the Sundial Community Garden here on FATV's Our City News.
Here's the pitch back.
They'd like to get off the schneid.
State University. Like the members of the class of 2015, President Antonucci.
Board from the Chamber of Commerce from North Central Mass. We'd like to welcome you all to our breakfast. This is the first of our series.
Memorial Day is not about picnics and ball games. It's the day of the year we stop to remember our true American heroes.
For being president of the Fitchburg Rotary Club. Tonight is an initiative of both the Fitchburg
and of course, Chief Ernest F. Martineau. As you know, Ernie Martineau is our new...
City News. Let's catch back up with Kelly Johnson for more on Earth Day.
These daylilies had been over at B.F. Brown for many years. I began over at B.F. Brown 22 years ago. They were there prior. I saw the opportunity over at this location last week. It was bare ground, and I know that we had perennials over at the B.F. Brown location. And I did a little test dig here, and it seems like there might have been something here a long time ago as far as gardening because it's good soil. So we're going to just try to get as many of those perennials, nice perennials that we have over at BF in different locations in the neighborhood. It'd just be a shame to see them go to waste, all that hard work the kids and the community members did over there.
Great to hear from our own Dickie Maynard. Here I am again, joining me now to talk about this wonderful herb garden spiral. I have Matt Carlin from New View Communities. Matt, thank you for joining us and be a part of our day. Can you tell me about what's going on here?
Sure. So this is an herb spiral. This is kind of like a classic gardening technique where you can minimize kind of area taken up and maximize the amount of plants you get in. We're using stones. These are things if you live in your yard has stones in it, you can just pull these out of the ground. We basically stack these all up just using gravity, and then we fill it in with soil and plant herbs in it. The other thing about it is we oriented it so that the bottom is facing north and the top of the herb spiral, where it's the highest, is facing south. And that's because basically the southern side gets the most sun, and we plant the plants that love sun at the top. And then the northern side, which gets the least sun, ends up getting shade. And so we plant plants that like shade, such as like mint or sage and things like that. Maybe the only other piece about this that's worth noting, too, is that it's a good water-saving technique. As you water the top, the water kind of runs down the spiral to the low point, and so it's really good at conserving water as well.
Very good. Now, I'm very interested in this because it's a beautiful thing. You stated, you can get these rocks just from your backyard.
Yeah.
So who else was a part of bringing this together? Where can we go ahead and find these resources?
Great question. So we were lucky enough to have Neil Zanny at the Garden Spot in Leominster give us free herbs to use in our garden. Amazing greenhouse and garden. Definitely recommend going there. And Neil also provided us with soil. So pretty much everything that's going inside of this came from the Garden Spot.
So we've got lots of local landscape companies and garden spots, and that we can go ahead and help yourself. 'Tis the season to get out there and start your growing. So as we continue on throughout our day here at the Sundial Community Garden, we're very excited to see all of this coming together. So thank you, Matt, for joining me. And we will be right back with FAT TV's Our City News.
Our school's prom is on Saturday, May 13th, and the tickets are on sale. Purchase your ticket now. They are available at the entrance to the cafeteria during all lunches. Tickets are $65 and must be purchased and accompanied by either a junior or a senior. This year's theme is the Moroccan Desert. Get your tickets early so that you can choose your seat and table. Got talent? Here is an announcement from our music department auditions for the talent show. Will be Thursday, May 4th after school, and any talent is welcome. Sign up for a time slot with Miss Greenlease anytime this week and next. First come, first served. The talent show will be Tuesday, May 9th at 7 p.m. Tickets are $3 at the door.
Ashburnham hosts its annual spring season historical piano concert this Sunday. Famed pianist Junhua Lee will perform at the Ashburnham Community Church at 84 Main Street, April 30th at 4 p.m. She will play a piano built by Arad of Paris in 1877. Lee will be performing works by Debussy as well as Albanese. This series focuses on amazing talented musicians performing and some special vintage pianos from the Frederick Historical Piano Collection. Admission for the concert is $10 for adults, and children and students are free. Here are the picks of the week for FATV. Tuesday at 7 p.m., Barbara and You, with Barbara Foster and guests from the New Players Theater Guild and the Salvation Army. Wednesday at 7 p.m., Inside Fitchburg with guest host Amy Green and guests from the New England Symphony Orchestra. Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. and 7 p.m. you can see Broadway on Blades, the Wallace Figure Skating Club. See all these and many more this week right here on FATV or at fatv.org. If you have a story you'd like to submit, send us an email at ourcitynewsfitchburg@gmail.com. Also, check out our Facebook page for all the latest updates at Our City News FATV. Thanks for watching Our City News. I'm Stephanie Allison, and have a wonderful day.